Namaste, Green Wave. It's Miss Amy, and today I'm going to share with you some basic yoga poses. All right, so no matter if you've taken yoga with me before at STEAM or this is your first time trying out yoga, I'd like to start off with sharing some classic movements that you can really do anywhere, whether you're using a mat, if you're sitting on the couch, or whatever space you're using. But to start off, we're going to connect to our breath because breathing is so important as we begin our practice of yoga. So wherever you are, you can either start in a comfortable seat. So I'm sitting crisscross applesauce right here with my hands on my knees. Or if you'd like to lay down, you can lay down on your back and then just have your arms by your side, or maybe you rest your hands on your belly. Or if you prefer to lay on your belly, you can make a little pillow with your arms and then either bring your head down to the ground or your cheek to one side, whatever will make you feel comfortable to start to connect to your breath. And in these first few moments of our practice today, it's so important to tune into our breath because our breath is our power. And no matter where we go, we are always breathing. So right now, either again, you're sitting or you're laying down, and we're just going to start by breathing in, and your belly is going to expand like a balloon. And then exhale, let all that air out. Beautiful. Keep going. Move like you, breathe like you, breathing in and breathing out. And as you begin your breath work, start to think of anything you no longer need, any negativity to let go of, to create space for more positivity, for more positive power, to clear out our mind so we can learn as much as we can this summer. So again, focus on your breath as you breathe in. The belly goes up and then the belly goes down as you breathe in. And breathe out. Also, if it helps you to create a mantra or a positive affirmation to help you with focusing on your breath. So you could call this your anchor word. So think of a boat, and an anchor helps the boat not to float away when it comes to shore. It keeps it grounded. It keeps it connected. So how can you use your breath as your own anchor to keep you grounded if the waves of your mind start to become a little rough and rocky? So thinking of a mantra, of a positive affirmation, it could be, I am strong, I am brave, I am amazing, I am calm, I am kind, I am love, I am peaceful. So whatever your anchor word is, just breathe into your heart, breathing in and breathing out. Because as we tune into our breath, this connects us to ourself. This helps us become self-aware, to take good self-care, and it helps us to manage our thoughts and our feelings, our emotions, for self-management and self-regulation. So again, you can tune into your breath no matter where you are, what the situation is. Your belly goes out and your belly goes in. We'll do this for 10 more seconds. I'm going to count us down to calm. So again, just tuning into yourself, tuning into your heart. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Wonderful job, everyone. So again, our breath is our power. It's our anchor. It helps to support us. It connects us to ourselves so we can connect better with others. All right. So if your eyes were closed, slowly start to open your eyes. You can wiggle your fingers and your toes. If you are laying down, you're going to slowly come to one side and then come to sit. All right, and then we'll all begin in an easy seat. And again, today I'm going to share with you a variety of classic yoga movements that really you can do anywhere. And we'll grow on these poses throughout our virtual learning this summer. All right, so sitting in a nice comfortable seat, we're going to start by stretching out our neck. So you're going to take your right ear to your right shoulder and just start there as you breathe in and breathe out. A nice gentle stretch here. And if this feels good for you, stay here. Or if you want to add a little bit more, you can gently bring your right hand to your head and gently guide your head a little bit closer to your shoulder. And if you feel like you want more of a stretch, you'll start to walk your left fingertips out and you'll feel a little bit more of a stretch here in the left side of your body. Breathe in, breathe out. Don't forget to breathe. Just how we started, we want to keep that breath in motion throughout our practice today. And then nice and gently, you'll slowly come back through to center. And whatever we do to one side in the body, we're going to do to the other. And then we're going to gently take our left ear to our left shoulder. And again, you're just going to start here as you breathe in and breathe out. And again, if you'd like to add in a little bit more of a stretch, now you'll take your left hand to your head and gently guide your left ear a little closer to your shoulder. And maybe that feels good. And again, stay there. Your practice is about you, doing what makes you feel healthy and strong. So again, listening to our body, this creates that self-awareness and self-management. And if you'd like to add a little bit more, take your right hand, walk it out a little bit, and then breathe here into that right side as you breathe in and breathe out. Again, feeling a nice stretch here, especially now that we're using more technology. It's really important to take good care of our body. And then gently we'll come back through to center. And then nice and easy, you can move your head to one side, smile, come back to center, look to the other side, and smile. You can look up, you can look down. And if you want to add in a couple little neck rolls, you can do that as well. Either a half circle, moving your neck gently from side to side, or a full circle. Again, whatever feels good for you. And again, all these poses, they help us to clear out any clouds in the way of our sunshine so that we can share our shine to reach our full potential. Awesome, everyone. From here, we are going to learn the 6 movements of our spine, because it's so important to move our spine in 6 directions. Just because we're sitting more on our tablets, on our devices, maybe we're watching TV or playing video games. So you're going to start sitting again, crisscross applesauce. Bring your hands to your knees, and the first 2 movements of the spine are cat and cow. We're going to move our spine back and forth. So again, you're going to breathe in. This is your cow pose. Breathe in, look up. And then your cat, you're going to round your spine, tuck your chin to your chest, and that's your cat pose. So make the movement yours as you breathe in and breathe out. And again, use your breath to guide you as you breathe in and breathe out. Nice and gentle cat-cows as you breathe in and breathe out. Again, moving like you. Let your breath be your guide as you breathe in and breathe out. Opening up the heart and then tuning back in, listening. And we'll do that 3 more times as you breathe in and breathe out. Make it yours. Again, feeling your sunshine, feeling your peace. And then coming back through to center. Adding on to equal 6, we're going to add on to 3 and 4 with our side body stretches, which I like to call the candy cane. So you're going to breathe and reach those arms up to the sky. And then gently you're going to guide your arms over to one side. This can be your candy cane pose, getting a nice side body stretch here. You could also box your elbows to feel a little bit more space too. Or you can take one hand down, one arm up. So however you want to turn into that candy cane-like shape to feel the side of our body open up. It's so important because this gives our lungs more room to breathe. It gives our brain more oxygen so we can learn more, gives us more energy, more endurance, more stamina if we're going to play outside today. So it's really important to stretch the sides of our body. We'll all come back through to center. Breathe in, reach those arms up. Whatever you do to one side, we're going to do to the other. So again, maybe this is your candy cane shape, just reaching the arms up. Or box your elbows, reach the heart forward as you breathe in and breathe out. Again, feeling, the sides of our body start to open. And sometimes one side might feel different than the other, and that's okay. Breathe into it. If it's too much, just be gentle with yourself. And then again, you could always bring one arm down, one arm up to feel a nice side body stretch. Think of that candy cane-like shape. And then we'll come back through to center, reach those arms up. We're going to add in a lion's breath. You're going to stick out your tongue as you reach your arms out and go, just like that. Let's do that 3 times. Lion's breath. Let's let it roar. LB, breathe in. Breathe it out. Breathe in. Feel your strength, feel your power. Breathe it out. One more time. Breathe in, reach those arms up to the sky. We're not just long branch, we are strong branch. Let it roar. Awesome. And now to add in the last 2 movements of our spine for 5 and 6, we're going to add in a twist. I like to call this the pretzel. So you're going to take your left hand to your right knee and then your right arm right behind you. And you're going to look over your right shoulder and smile as you twist. So even if you're just looking at the wall, the door, maybe you make a silly face to make someone else smile, but breathe here. Our pretzels help us to rinse out the body, anything we don't need. It just lets it go like a sponge. And then we'll come back through to center, other side. Right hand to your left knee, left arm right behind you. Look and smile over your left shoulder. Or again, maybe you make a silly face to make someone else smile as you breathe in and breathe out. And then we'll all come back through to center. Good job, everyone. On our next breath, we're going to take it to our butterfly pose. So with butterfly, you're going to bring your feet together. You might do this in your warm-ups at gym or if you play a sport. And then you're just going to bring the soles of your feet together. This simply can be your butterfly here. You can add some movement to your knees to create some wings here. You could also gently start to forward fold. Maybe your head hangs here. Or you can also walk your hands forward for another little stretch. Another way to try your butterfly, keep your feet like this, but then add wings with your hands to your shoulders. So you can either stay here or start to make little circles with your elbows going in one direction. And then you can make circles going in another direction. Again, doing what feels good for you in your butterfly pose, whether you're adding that movement with your wings or you're coming into stillness by, again, bringing the head closer to the heart as you breathe here. So your choice, how you'd like to make your butterfly shape. All right, and we'll take a couple more moments here as you breathe in and breathe out in your butterfly pose. Wonderful job, everyone. And now on our next breath, we're going to turn into a half rainbow butterfly. All right, so check it out. You're going to bring your left foot in, right foot out. Start here. And you're going to inhale, reach those arms up to the sky. And then you're going to reach for your right toe, your ankle, your knee, your shin, whatever feels good for you, as that left arm comes up and over, and breathe here. Again, a nice side body stretch here as you breathe in and breathe out. Again, you don't have to touch your toes. It could be right on your leg. If you wanted to add in a twist to create that pretzel in your butterfly, you can take your right hand to your left knee and then continue to reach and stretch your left arm up and over. So this can also be your rainbow half butterfly, or simply keep your hand to your leg or your foot, whatever works for you. And breathe here. All right, on our next breath, we're gonna add to the pose. So I'm gonna take my left hand. I'm gonna high five the ground. I'm gonna swivel up onto my left shin, my left knee, and reach and stretch my right arm up to the sky to come into my stargazer pose. So you can either stay here, you can reach and stretch your right arm up and over your ear. You can make big circles with your arm. Whatever feels good for you. If you'd like to try a little balance challenge, keep your eyes on something that's not moving. And what you'll start to do is reach your right leg up. So you add in a little balance here. Maybe this works. Maybe you reach for your ankle. You could try that too. You could also try a full side plank. So this is a modified side plank, but if you wanted to challenge yourself, if you feel strong enough and you want to try the side plank, what you'll do is you'll extend your left leg out, put your right foot on top of your left foot. Breathe, reach, and stretch that other arm up to the sky so you're in your full side plank. Maybe you take it to a tree plank or reach and stretch your leg up to the sky. So again, you can get creative, but feel free to keep your knee to the ground. Move like you, breathe like you. Again, yoga is about you and making you feel good. So do what works best for you. And then we'll all fly back down to the ground. We'll take it back to our butterfly. So try a different butterfly this time. Maybe this time you bring your feet further away from you so it's more like a diamond or a square shape. And then you can start to forward fold just like this. All right. Or again, you can reach those arms forward. Or you can add in those wings. But be your own butterfly here as you breathe in and breathe out. Good job, everyone. And again, if you're making some circles, be sure you go in both directions. All right, so now we're gonna do the same exact thing, but using our other side. So we're gonna switch sides. So now I'm gonna keep my right foot in, left foot out. So we're starting with that half rainbow butterfly. Breathe in, reach those arms up to the sky. And then again, either reaching for your left toes, your ankle, your shin, your knee, as that right arm comes up and over again, like that candy cane shape we did before, as we breathe in and breathe out. Again, feeling your heart start to open, feeling more space, more calmness, more kindness for yourself and for others. And if you like that twist, to add in a little pretzel to the half rainbow butterfly, take your left hand to your right knee as you breathe, reach and stretch that right arm up and over. So again, feel more space here as you breathe in and breathe out. Breathing in and breathing out. And then on our next breath, we're going to turn into our stargazer. So as you come back to center, now my right hand is going to be my anchor. I'm going to high five the ground. I'm going to swivel up onto my right knee, my right shin, as my left arm reaches and stretches up to the sky to my stargazer pose. And again, maybe this is where I stay today. I can just practice this pose right here. Or I can reach and stretch my arm over my ear. I can make those big circles like I'm playing an air guitar. And again, if I'm going to go in one direction, I'm also going to switch the direction of the circle. All right. Again, you can try the balance. Sometimes one side is easier than the other. So again, keeping your eye on something that's not moving, maybe you start to lift your left foot up in your balancing challenge here. Maybe you reach for your ankle. Or if you want to try that side plank, the full side plank, now you'll extend your right foot, so it's on the bottom, left foot on top. Breathe, reach and stretch, side plank. Check it out, strong branch. And again, maybe you take it to a tree, or you reach and stretch your leg up to the sky. Again, you never know what you can do until you try. All right, so again, even if we're still here today, that's okay. Breathe like you, move like you. Awesome job, everyone. And then on your next breath, we'll slowly come back down to the ground. From here, we're going to take it to a forward fold. I also call this pose the spaghetti, but you're going to shake your legs out like spaghetti, just like this. Feel free to bend your knees if you need to. Breathe in, reach your arms up through to the sky. Breathe, reach and stretch to your toes, your ankles, your knees. And again, just gently let your head hang here as you breathe in and breathe out. Again, breathing into your heart. Again, feeling more kind, more calm, more cool. Awesome job, everyone. And then slowly from our forward fold, we're going to take it to our reverse tabletop, or it also kind of looks like a crab shape. All right, and we're going to play with that. So what you'll do is you'll bring your feet to the ground, fully have your feet on the ground, hands to the ground. You're going to take a deep breath, reverse tabletop. So you look like a table or a desk, and maybe this is where you stay. Or once again, to challenge yourself, you're going to reach and stretch your left leg up to the sky, three-legged crab. Make some circles with your left foot. All right, and then we're going to turn into the number 4. Take your left ankle to your right knee. Breathe, reach, and stretch here. This is good for our quads. This is good for our hamstrings. Breathe here. Good job, everyone. Super strong today. And then gently put that foot down. If you need a rest, you can take a rest. Or right into the right side. Reach and stretch your right leg up to the sky. Make little circles with your right ankle. Take your right ankle to your left knee. Turn into that number 4. Strong body, strong mind. You got it. And then nice and gently bring your foot down. Come back down. Shake it out. Let it all go. Good job, everyone. Again, that builds our core strength. Core strength is so important for our body, especially to strengthen it so we don't get as many injuries in our day-to-day activities. All right, our next pose, we're going to try our boat. All right, couple different ways to do your boat. So again, watch me and then decide what boat works for you today. All right, so boat number 1, again, I'm gonna have my feet on the ground. I can gently hug my knees, lift my toes, and I'm gonna look right at my toes. So maybe this is my boat today. Or I can start to lift my toes a little higher. Maybe this is my boat. Or I can try no hands. I could row my boat. If I want to try to reach for my toes, I can grab a hold of my toes and I kind of start to look more like a capital letter V. All right. Or if you prefer to row your boat, again, always look around you to make sure you don't hurt your head or anything. Be mindful of your space. What you'll do is you'll hug your knees, tuck your chin to your chest, and then you can add in some rocks and rolls. So you can rock and roll the whole length of your spine. But again, make sure you have the room for it. If you don't, then work on the balance of the pose. So again, you can rock and roll. You can even rock gently from side to side if that feels good for you. But we always want to be careful of our body and others. All right. So again, you can still be working on the balance, right? And then nice and gently, we'll all come back down. Shake it out. Let it all go. Good job, everyone. So the next pose that we're gonna do is the child's pose. And there's a couple different ways to do child's pose. Sometimes I like to call it the rock pose or the turtle. So you decide what you wanna call it. But again, I'm gonna show you a couple different ways to do this pose. It's great for the body to calm us down, to soothe any nerves or stress that we have. So what you'll do is you'll swing your knees around and either bring your knees together, so child's pose number 1, knees together, arms by your side, and then gently bring your head to the ground. So this can be your child's pose, your rock pose for today. Or you can have some space between your knees. Reach and stretch your arms forward. This can also be your child's pose, just like this. Or if you want to do more of a puppy dog, so think of a puppy dog shape, you're going to curl your toes. So you're also getting a nice toe stretch. Good for if you've been wearing flip-flops. And then you're going to tense your fingertips like Spider-Man. That gets into our shoulders for your puppy dog pose. All right. So that's a variation of child's pose in our puppy dog. So do what feels good for you, whether you're in puppy dog or you have the knees apart, hands forward, or again, knees together, arms by your side. Wherever you are, we're going to take 5 deep breaths here. So feel free to close your eyes or keep them open. But we're going to take 5 nice deep breaths. So breathing in, breathing out, 5. Again, use your breath to guide you. 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Beautiful job, everyone. From our child's pose, rock pose, turtle pose, we're going to slide right onto our belly. So you're going to slide right onto your belly, reach your toes out long. We're going to come into our Sphinx pose. You're going to have your elbows on the ground, spread your fingertips apart so you get a nice stretch here. And then you're going to breathe and look up, and we're also going to add in a lion's breath. You're going to stick out your tongue and go, just like this. So breathing in, breathing out, let it roar. Again, breathing in, breathing out, let it roar. And one more time, breathe in, breathe out, let it roar. Awesome. From here, we're going to take it to our up dog, all right? So with our up dog, you're going to bring your hands underneath your shoulders, and you're going to have the tops of your feet on the ground. As you breathe in, you're going to open up your heart. Maybe your thighs come off the ground. Maybe they stay there, but you're going to feel a nice stretch here in your upward facing dog as you breathe in and breathe out. And then we'll also come back down to the ground. From here, we're going to take it to our downward dog, 1 step at a time, all right? So those hands, you can just move a little bit forward. Again, make sure your palms are nice and wide, like you're high-fiving the ground. We're going to come to our tabletop pose, curl your toes, and lift your hips, press it back, downward facing dog. It's like an upside down letter V as you breathe in and breathe out. So here in our downward dog, you can lift your feet up, you can lift your feet down. You can wag your doggy tail from side to side. If you wanted to reach and stretch one leg up to the sky for a 3-legged dog, you could try that. Maybe make some little circles, put 1 foot down, and then try on the other side. Reach and stretch your other leg up to the sky. 3-legged dog, again, whatever feels good for you. And then put that foot back down. So breathe, reach, and stretch here in your downward facing dog. To work on our core strength to help us with our handwriting skills, because I know we're doing a lot on our computers or devices, but to help us when we come back to school, we're going to go from our downward dog to our high plank. High plank looks like a top of a push-up. So I stay in my downward dog, I take a deep breath, and I start to roll my body forward into a high plank, and then I'm going to press it back to my downward dog. So I can do as many as I'd like, as fast or as slow as I'd like for my down dog plank push-ups which again, strengthen our core, helps our handwriting skills, helps to balance out our body. So your choice as you breathe in and breathe out. And if you really want to challenge, you can also take it to your dolphin pose. So dolphin, you start in a downward dog, but you're going to bring those elbows to the ground, just like what we did in our Sphinx pose. So this can also be your dolphin to your dolphin plank. If you want to try some dolphin planks, you could try that too. Your choice, either you're in your downward dog or you can try the dolphin. But whatever feels good for you, you'll take 3 more nice deep breaths in your downward dog or your dolphin planks. Awesome job, everyone. And I know it can be tiring. So from your last downward dog, what you'll do is you'll walk your feet up to your hands. We're gonna forward fold. So feel free to bend the knees as you breathe in and breathe out. Good job, everyone. And then slowly from your forward fold, we're gonna come all the way back down to the ground. And we're going to come onto our backs for some nice gentle stretches on our back. All right, so we're gonna come into our mountain pose on our back. So feet are together, arms are by our side, just like this. Good job, everyone. We're gonna hug our left knee to our heart here and make some little circles with your foot as you breathe in. And again, go in the other direction, breathe out. Good job, everyone. And then from here, you can either stay here or you can reach and stretch your left leg up to the sky. You can also feel a nice stretch like that too. Maybe make some circles this way as well as you breathe in and breathe out. Good job, everyone. Now, what you're gonna do is you're gonna hug your left knee back to your heart. We are going to turn into a tree on our back. And this is probably gonna be the easiest tree you'll do because the ground has our back. It supports us. And it's the same pose that we'll learn another day with all our standing balancing poses. But this is a great pose to do stretching right on your back. So you're gonna take your left knee to the ground and check it out. You can either add your branches. Arms can be wide like the letter T. They can reach and stretch over your head, or they can rest by the side of your body as you breathe in and breathe out. And you can either have your head to one side. You can gently, like we started, make some movement with your neck if you'd like. You can gentle rock the head from side to side. You can also look straight up to the ceiling and close your eyes if that feels more comfortable for you. But again, listening to your body in your tree on your back as you breathe in and breathe out. Good job, everyone. We'll take 3 more nice deep breaths here in our tree pose on our back. Awesome, everyone. Again, feel how your breath calms the body, calms the mind. And then on our next breath, okay, we did the shape before in our crab, but now we're going to change our perspective to gravity. Because when we change the way we look at things, the things we look at change. So what you're going to do is now with your left knee, it's going to come back through to center and you're going to plant your foot on the ground, all right? We're going to turn into a number 4 with our other leg. So you're going to take your right ankle to your left knee, number 4 pose. Again, we did this in a different way in our crab pose before, but again, flexing through your toes here as you breathe in and breathe out. Good job, everyone. And now we're gonna add in that pretzel twist that we also did in the beginning, but again, now we're gonna do it on our back. So what you're gonna do is have your arms wide like the letter T, and then keeping the connection of the number 4. So you're gonna keep your right foot glued to your left knee. You're gonna slowly start to lower your left knee to the ground. Again, maybe this is where it stays, maybe it goes all the way to the ground, your choice. And your right foot is still connected to it. So you'll be in your pretzel on your back, and then you're just gonna look over your right shoulder. So as you breathe here, feel a nice stretch A nice gentle twist as you breathe in and breathe out. Again, feeling more calm, more cool. Awesome job, everyone. And then from your pretzel on your back, you're going to slowly come back to center again, keeping everything connected. And then what you're going to do is you're going to loop your hands through the hold, hug your left knee, and your left foot will come up. So you're on your back in your number 4. You can stay here. You can stretch your left leg up. Maybe you make circles with your left foot. Again, whatever feels good for you. Maybe you rock gently from side to side. Or again, maybe no movement at all. So breathe in and breathe out. And if this is too much, you can always come back to that number 4 as well with your arms by your side. We'll take 3 more breaths wherever you are as you breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. One more nice deep breath here. Good job, everyone. And then you'll slowly come out of the shape. We're going to turn into our windshield wiper. So you bring your right foot back down to the ground. And then you can gently move your knees from side to side before we do all that on our other side. So again, like a windshield wiper, moving the knees from side to side. And then we'll come back to center. Come back to your mountain pose on your back, arms by your side. Take a moment here. Just check in with yourself. How do you feel in this moment? Do you feel different than when you started to practice today? Do you feel the same? You feel no difference at all? And any way to feel is okay. There's no right or wrong way to feel. So just check in with yourself. And then we're going to do our other side. So you're going to start by hugging your right knee to your heart. Left leg is long and strong. We're going to make those little circles with our right foot, with our right ankle. And then we're going to come into that tree on our back. But again, if you wanted to stay here before you do the tree, or reach and stretch your right leg up to the sky, if you want a little bit more of a stretch, you're welcome to do that as well. Again, everyone's body is different. So you might feel a little tight today, you might not. So again, listen to your body, do what feels good for you. And then you'll hug your right knee back to your heart for our tree pose. So gently, you're going to take your right knee down to the ground. Left leg is long and strong. Your choice for your branches. Your arms can reach and stretch over your head. They can reach and stretch like the letter T. Whatever feels good for you. But again, keep your left leg long and strong. And breathe into your heart here. Again, if you want to make some movements with your head, from rocking your head from side to side, you're welcome to do that. Or again, simply just close the eyes as you rest here. But just taking a few more moments in your tree pose on your back. Same benefits of balancing, but just feeling the support of the earth. Balancing poses help to strengthen our brain power, gives us more clarity, more confidence. Helps boost our memory so we remember our learning material better. So just breathe here into your tree pose on your back. And then nice and gently, you're going to bring that right knee back through to center. You're going to take your left ankle to the right knee. So we're going to make that number 4 shape. Again, your choice for your arms. They can stay here for the moment or by your side. This side might feel different than the other, and that's okay. Breathe into it. Again, you're in that number 4, just like we did before in our crab pose. And then from here, we're going to add in that pretzel. All right, so you can reach and stretch those arms wide like the letter T. And keeping your left foot on your right knee, we're going to start to twist over to the right side. So your right knee is slowly going to come over to the side, and your left foot stays with it as you breathe in, and you're going to look over your left shoulder in your pretzel twist on your back as you breathe in and breathe out. If it hurts a little, that's okay. Your hips are waking up. They might feel a little tight just from sitting a lot. So you're waking up muscles you forgot you even had. So breathe into it. Good job, everyone. And then nice and gently, keeping the feet together, you're gonna keep that number 4 as you come back through to center. And then your choice, you can take your hands, loop it through to hug your right thigh closer to you. Maybe this is your number 4 on your back, or you reach and stretch your right leg up to the sky, your choice. Again, and if this hurts too much or doesn't feel good, don't do it. You can always keep your foot to the ground, okay? So do what feels good for you as you breathe in and breathe out. Again, you can hold your thigh and hug it, and maybe again, you add in some movement. All right, again, whatever feels good for you. Take 3 more nice deep breaths wherever you are. If you're here, your foot's on the ground. Good job, everyone. And then nice and gentle, we're gonna do our windshield wiper again. So now you'll take your left foot back down to meet the right. And then you're just gonna move your knees from side to side, nice and gentle as you breathe in and breathe out. And then you're gonna come back to center. You're gonna hug both of your knees to your heart now. And you can either stay here or bring your nose a little closer to your knees. All right. Again, if you have the space and you want to rock gently from side to side, you can also rock and roll the full length of your spine. But again, do what feels good for you. Good job, everyone. And then you're going to come back down to the ground. Our next pose we're going to do is our jellyfish pose, which is a great pose to calm and cool the body. So we start jellyfish in our little snail-like shape here. And then you're going to bring your arms to the ground and just gently reach your toes up to the sky, creating that capital letter V shape. All right. And feel free if you need to bend your knees, or you can also make some circles with your feet. But this is a great pose to do before you go to sleep at night. It calms the body, calms the mind. So think of that capital letter L. Think of a jellyfish at the beach that calms the body, calms the mind as you breathe in and breathe out. And feeling more at ease, more peaceful. And you can, stay here for a few more moments, or if you start to feel that tingly sensation like your feet are falling asleep, you can always hug your knees to your heart. So again, do what feels good for you. Again, this gives us new, fresh, oxygenated blood to our mind so we can learn more, have more clarity, and clear out any clouds in the way of our sunshine. And then on your next breath, you'll hug your knees back to your heart. And you can gently, again, add in a little movement here as you rock from side to side. And then nice and gently, the final part of yoga is relaxation. So you can extend your feet nice and long, and arms can be by your side. You can bring your hands to your belly, either eyes open or eyes closed. I'm going to play the singing bowl, which is a little mindful listening activity. So you're going to stay where you are. I'm going to play the singing bowl. And I like to say that the sound of the singing bowl is like the sound of our heart that connects us all together as one green wave. So all you have to do right now is just breathe, is just listen to the sound that's inside us all, that whispers, that connects us all together. So just breathing in and breathing out. Feeling more calm, more at ease. And this vibration is in all of our breath that connects us all together, because we're all more alike than we are different. We all have this connection, but it starts with our heart. It starts with our breath. So for these last few moments of our practice today, resting is so important. When our brain can rest, we can do our best. So just breathing in and breathing out. Taking 10 more seconds, counting down to calm. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Slowly starting to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Waking up if you fell asleep. And then if you're on your back or your belly, you'll come back to sit. And again, knowing that your breath is your power, no matter where you go, you can always tune into your breath. And all the poses that we did today, these gentle movements of our body, helps to, again, create that clarity, both physically and mentally, so we can reach our full potential. So we're going to end with our mudra, yoga of the hand, with a mantra. So our mantra, positive power, is going to be, I am peaceful. And we're simply going to take each finger to our thumb. Because again, this is another way to tap into our positive power to calm us no matter where we are. Also is a tool we can use to breathe with. All right, so together we'll end with, I am peaceful. One more time. I am peaceful. Beautiful job, green wave. Let's all take a nice deep breath. Breathe in, reach those arms up to the sky. Breathe it in. Breathe it out. Go green wave. Give yourself a round of applause. Thank you so much for practicing with me today, and I hope you have a wonderful green wave day. I'll see you soon. Namaste.